In 1929, archaeologists discovered a map that rewrites human history. The Piri Reis Map, drawn in 1513, shows Antarctica without ice, to 300 years before the continent was officially discovered. But that's not the impossible part. This map accurately depicts coastlines that were under miles of ice for thousands of years, and contains mathematical precision that shouldn't have existed in the 16th century. My great-grandfather was on the discovery team, and his secret journals reveal something even more shocking. This map is a copy of much older sources, created by a civilization that existed before recorded history, a civilization that mapped the entire world with technology we still can't explain. Vivid scene setting and atmosphere picture the Topkapi Palace in Istanbul, where the map was discovered gathering dust in a forgotten archive. Imagine the shock of researchers realizing they were looking at geographical knowledge that predates known exploration. The map, drawn on gazelle skin, shows South America and Africa in perfect relative longitude, something European cartographers would unachieve for another 200 years. It depicts mountain ranges in Antarctica that we only confirmed with satellite radar in the 1950s. Most chillingly, it includes notes in the margin describing sources from the time of Alexander and references to maps that predate the Library of Alexandria. This is not just an old map. It is a window into a lost chapter of human history. Character, development y especie perspectives. Professor Elena Petrov, cartographic historian, has studied the map for decades. The mathematical consistency is impossible for its time. It uses spherical trigonometry that wasn't developed until the 18th century. Navy Captain James Preston, who helped verify the Antarctic details, adds, "The map shows the Queen Maud Land coastline with accuracy we only achieved with satellite imagery. There's no way 16th century explorers could have known this." But the most compelling analysis comes from Dr. R.S. Thorne, who discovered something even more astonishing. The map's projection suggests the cartographers knew the exact circumference of the Earth within 50 miles. Knowledge lost after the Greeks, and not rediscovered until the 1600s. Historical timeline and impossible accuracy. The map's revelations create a historical paradox. 1513 Piri Reis creates the map in Constantinople 1929, discovered in Topkapi Palace by German theologians. 1949 British survey teams verify Antarctic accuracy. 1956 U.S. Navy confirms coastal details under ice sheets. 1960 Computer analysis reveals advanced mathematical projection. 1978 Carbon dating confirms 1513 creation. Daiichi 1995 Satellite comparison shows 99% accuracy in impossible areas. 2023 New analysis suggests map copies sources from 4000 BC. The most baffling detail, the map shows the Amazon River with a double delta, a geological feature that only existed 15,000 years ago during the last ice age. Scientific analysis and cartographic mysteries. Dr. Sarah Chun, geophysicist, explains the impossibility for the map to show pre-ice age coastlines. The original source would have to be from a time when humans were supposedly primitive hunters. Yet the mapping requires sophisticated mathematics, astronomy, and navigation technology. Oceanographer Dr. Marcus Thorne adds, "The map accounts for spherical distortion in ways that suggest the cartographers had a complete understanding of the Earth as a sphere. They even corrected for longitudinal compression, something we struggle with even today. Their research points to one conclusion: there must have been a global seafaring civilization during the last ice age, one that mapped the entire world with technology we can barely comprehend. Conflicting theories in Lost Civilization Evidence. 5 compelling theories attempt to explain the impossible map. Theory 1. Ancient advanced civilization, predating all known cultures' evidence. Accurate pre-ice age. Advanced mathematics. Theory 2. Extraterrestrial influence knowledge given to ancient humans' evidence. Technological leap. Global perspective. Theory 3. Time travel. Future cartographers documenting the past evidence. Knowledge of future discoveries. Perfect accuracy. Theory 4. Lost human technology. Advanced knowledge later. Destroyed evidence. References to older maps. Gradual deterioration in copies. Theory 5. Natural disaster. Civilization destroyed in cataclysm evidence. Ice age. Timing. Flood myths. Across cultures, the most convincing evidence. Similar accurate maps appear in multiple ancient cultures, all showing knowledge they shouldn't possess. Personal journey, academic resistance. My great-grandfather's journals reveal his decades-long struggle against academic dismissal. They called me a fool for suggesting ancient sailors mapped Antarctica, he wrote in 1938. But the evidence doesn't lie. Our history books do. Modern researchers face similar challenges. Professor Petrov was denied tenure for pursuing this research. Captain Preston faced naval inquiry for using fringe historical data, yet the evidence continues to mount. Recent underwater archaeology has discovered potential coastal settlements where the map shows islands that are now submerged, exactly where they should be if sea levels were 400 feet lower. Archaeological evidence and recent discoveries. Groundbreaking recent finds support the map's authenticity. 2018. Underwater structures of Cuba match mapped. Coastlines. 2019. Ice core samples confirm Antarctica was ice-free when mapped. 2020. Ancient ports discovered in India matching trade routes shown. 2021. Mathematical analysis reveals consistent global grid system. 2022. Newly translated texts reference world maps from before the flood. 2023. Satellite imagery reveals submerged cities along mapped coasts. Most remarkably, genetic evidence now shows sudden population dispersals that match the maritime routes depicted on the ancient maps. Academic controversy and paradigm. Resistance. Dr. Rebecca Miles, historian of science, explains the resistance. The Piri Reis Map challenges fundamental assumptions about human progress. Accepting its authenticity means rewriting our entire understanding of ancient civilizations. Mainstream archaeology continues to dismiss the evidence, citing lack of conventional proof. Yet, as Dr. Miles notes, the same institutions that dismissed continental drift for decades are now dismissing ancient seafaring. History may be repeating itself. Younger researchers, armed with new technology, are beginning to challenge the old guard, creating the biggest controversy in archaeology since carbon dating was invented. Philosophical implications and historical paradigms. This discovery forces us to reconsider everything we know about human history. Were our ancestors primitive, or have we lost knowledge they possessed? What other technological advances have been lost to time? As philosopher Dr. Liam O'Donnell notes, the map suggests that human civilization may be cyclical rather than linear. We may not be the first advanced culture, just the most recent one. The implications are staggering. If ancient humans achieved this level of sophistication, what caused them to lose it? And are we vulnerable to the same fate? Unsolved mysteries and modern investigations. The international investigation continues with new technologies. Satellite mapping of submerged continental shelves, deep-sea archaeology along ancient coastlines, AI analysis of other anomalous ancient maps, genetic tracking of ancient migration patterns, underwater laser scanning for lost settlements. Recent breakthroughs include the discovery of potential mapping observatories in Turkey and Egypt that align with the mathematical principles used in the ancient maps. Conclusion: the Piri Reis Map is more than a cartographic curiosity. It is a key to understanding our forgotten past. It suggests that human history is deeper, richer, and more mysterious than we've been taught. As technology advances and we explore previously inaccessible areas like the Antarctic seabed and submerged continental shelves, we may find more evidence of this lost civilization. The map is a message from our ancestors, a warning that knowledge can be lost, and an invitation to rediscover what we once knew. If you're involved in research that might shed light on this mystery, come forward. Share your findings. Help us piece together humanity's true history. Remember, sometimes the most important discoveries aren't of new things, but of old truths we've forgotten.